morning. There you are. This is Rick here. I'm at the Winfield, Kansas Fairgrounds for the annual K&O Gas and Steam Engine Show. This is my 6th consecutive year. Actually, I forget. This is the 43rd annual K&O Kansas and Oklahoma Gas and Steam Engine Show. It's going to be very hot today. I'm going to try to hold out as long as I can. Actually, later on this evening, there's going to be, if I can find it here, oh, that's tomorrow. Today, a tractor rodeo, 6 p.m. at the grandstands. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it that long or not. It is Friday, August 16th, 2024. Normally Fridays aren't that busy. It wasn't last year, but who knows? Tomorrow, another story. It could be, and probably will be, very crowded. So I got everything I need. I got water. I've got everything I'm going to need for today. This officially does not start until 9 a.m. It is currently 8:30, but I thought we could walk around here a little bit, and I don't know if you see the tractors in the background. They've got hay thrashing demonstrations going on today. Let me look here. 9 a.m. corn shelling and buzz sawing, supposed to be. Now, they're not always on time, but you know what? We're just going to play by ear. Okay. Boy, that's a loud little go buggy there. We're just going to play by ear, see what happens. Just take it as it comes along. I think we are getting one set up to start here just pretty quick. But yeah, this is always the third weekend in August. Like I say, this is my 6th consecutive year. Got my button, I got my hat on, got my t-shirt on. These are from previous years, of course. I might get me a new t-shirt this year. But at any rate, like I say, grab you some water, get your hat on, get you some sunglasses if you so choose or whatever, and come on along and join me for today's tractor show. So come on along, come on. Okay, well, got all put back together. So now we're just going to walk around and just take a look at some things, some tractors. It's going to be a very pretty but very hot day today. But we'll try to hold out and what we can today. And I did not mention in the intro, but it's only $5 a person, and that includes your button. That's very cheap. Some of these buttons, some of these events go for $20, $25 just for a button. That's ridiculous. But not here. $5 for both days. So that's really good. And they offer quite a bit, you know, for that $5 for both days. Now the tractor pull, that's tomorrow evening, Saturday evening, and that's really what I'd like to see. But we'll just have to see how the day goes, today and tomorrow for that matter. I know one thing, I'm going to be here a lot earlier in the morning if I'm going to watch the flag raising ceremony. I knew it was 8. I should have remembered it was 8 o'clock in the morning, and I totally missed it this morning. Didn't get here till about 8:30. But that's okay. I'm going to leave the house about an hour earlier so I can get all set up and watch the flag raising ceremony. I always enjoyed that. So we're just going to walk around here, look at these tractors. Now tomorrow, I did not mention this in the intro, but tomorrow, Saturday morning, there's actually a car show. And I've always enjoyed car shows. If you've watched my channel often enough, you'll know that I love car shows. And here we have a string of John Deeres. Well, this is all, got this all painted up real nice. This looks like it may be a little bit newer than some of these. But the John Deeres are always real popular. They've got the old steam engine fired up. I love to watch that steam engine run. I think last year I walked right beside it as it circled around through the fairgrounds. That was quite a walk. I just love to watch that run though. We'll walk over there and take a look. This John Deere's got some implements attached to it, and I'm assuming that this front attachment is for like digging. Here's a littler John Deere. Oh, I like the little sign they got posted on that says, "My tractor's not leaking, it's marking its territory." That's cool. That little John Deere. And here's a larger 4320 diesel. Oh, howdy, that's a little bit larger one. Let's go over here and look at this steam engine for just a minute. I think they're getting it ready for later on today. At least I hope so anyway. Uh-oh. Well, I think it's still going a little bit. A dark plume coming up. Maybe we can get over here before they shut it down. Now they will be using this in a demonstration either today or tomorrow. And that is worth watching. It really is. Now last year was on the other side. So I don't know. That's probably where it's going to be this year. I'll show you here in a little bit. We'll walk around. There's a... I've seen this out here. This is usually out here every year. And of course, here's the steam engine. Very cool. And this back wheel is very large. It probably stands, I don't know, probably 6 foot tall, maybe a little bit more. Well, no, not really. No, no, it's not quite. It's still a big wheel though. Very large wheels. Of course, it has to be for a machine this large, this heavy. And here's some of the gears. Well, that steam coming out is hot too. But anyway. Mansfield, Ohio. Wow, cool. It's really fun to watch this when it's all geared up and it's running real fast. It's for that hay uh, demonstration later on. Okay, well, we're on this side. Let's go ahead and walk on over here a little bit. We got all day, so we are in no hurry to walk around, look around. Maybe we'll start where we left off, and we will keep it going. I'm not sure what that is, to be honest. So we're gonna go ahead here, and we're gonna just meander around and enjoy the morning. Right now it's probably around 75 degrees. Now this afternoon they're calling for like 103 to 105. Maybe it was 109 yesterday evening, and it was like, oh, I can't remember, 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening. And see, 6 o'clock is when we're having the tractor show this evening. So this is a case tractor, and you can, these don't have no tread on them, but what they did have, they had these metal spikes instead of the tread. Now that's what I am figuring on at any rate. Now the smaller front tires, they don't have any spikes on them at all, but they do have of course a strip of metal over the tire, or no, the wheel at any rate. Okay, well, we got like 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of tractors over here, so let's just take our time. You can tell where something is driven through here with a big spike. That might be that one over there, because you've got the big spike where they've driven it in the ground there. This is a John Deere 1010. Now yes, I'm reading off a tractor. I am not, even though this is my 6th year, I'm by no means a tractor expert, and I don't pretend to be. I just do this for fun. I enjoy looking at the tractors. The old ones, of course, are interesting. Here is a very old John Deere, and I want you to look at this has rubber tires on it, and it is huge. There's a grasshopper. Hello, grasshopper. Yeah, they're Firestone, BF Goodrich. Well, that's BF Goodrich. Silvertown, it says on that particular tire. I think they're all different, but this is definitely a John Deere. That's what it says anyway. But yeah, general purpose John Deere. There's, that looks like the flywheel maybe. And now this over here is a Firestone tire. I just can't imagine being out plowing or whatever the case may be on a real hot day like today. Let's see what time it is. It is 10 till 9. They may be getting ready to get one of the demonstrations started, so we may go over there here a little bit. Now this this says Farmall M with silage facer. Okay, all right, that's what that is. Evidently, is a silage facer. And of course, I will be taking pictures at some point today. I'm not sure when. Maybe towards the end of the day. But I will. I always do. McCormick Farmall LP gas, $4.50. Another Farmall tractor. And these have weights on the front end. And maybe that is to keep it, like if they got a really heavy load or whatever. Or it might be used for demonstration reasons. I'm not sure, but I don't know. I really don't know. But the weights are there for a reason. It says Turbo Farmall. And here's another Turbo Farmall. And it looks to be quite a bit bigger than the other one. Bigger tires. Or about the same size. I guess those are about the same size. And they've got the weights on the front. I might ask somebody what the weights are for. I'm not too proud to ask, because I know I don't know. I wondered that last year, and I should have asked then, but I didn't. But that's okay. This is really a lot larger. This is an International 3588. Okay. Yeah, this is quite a bit larger, and it's got the dual doors. Boy, howdy. That'd be an experience to actually drive one of these. And of course, you got your, this is for all your hookups, for all your farm implements are always in the very back. Okay. Yeah, we've already seen the front of these. We're just looking at the back end where all the farm implements attach onto. Okay, let's go on. And they actually have a back window that raises up. I suppose that's for air, you know, get some breeze in that cab. This is an International Turbo 1566 Farmall. Okay. Oh, they've actually started that one up. I think they're going to take it somewhere, evidently. Another Turbo Farmall with the weights, and they got the windows open on that one, and on the back end I imagine that would come in handy. Let's see how they got that window. All the windows are open. Now that looks like this thing's air conditioned. It sure is. That's an air conditioning unit in that cab. I heard these are air conditioned. Now there goes that tractor I was just looking at. They're taking it somewhere. Now where, I don't know. You know, I've heard that these are air conditioned, and both these, I'll show you here in a minute. It's got your control knobs for air conditioning. It looks like it might even have a radio, maybe a CB up there. Yeah, isn't that cool? Okay, and then this also got an air conditioning unit on them. Now they may or may not still work, but these were air conditioned. Isn't that cool? Oh look, we got a little tiny kitten over here. Hello there. My goodness, you're a little one. Where'd you come from? Are you scared? Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Okay. Well, they're taking people on rides this morning. Take some kids on a ride. Okay, here, we're going to walk back around here. Yeah, that's got a little canopy on it. Nice. There's some sort of implement attached to this tractor, and they've got a fire extinguisher, and it looks like they might have some kind of, I don't know what that is. That might be some kind of, it's got a 10 on it. That might be some kind of a radio, I'm assuming. We don't really know. This is Farmall 656. International Harvester. Yeah, there's all different sizes this morning. Now here's an Oliver, and this is actually propane. Big American flag on the back end of it there. And see, here's the propane tank. So this is propane fueled tractor, a 550 Oliver. And there's a implement back here. And this also has an implement attached to it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. It's got the rubber wheeled disc on the back end, and it's got the bladed disc back, or in the front, or whichever you look at it, in the back. And these tires they don't really have any tread. Of course, they wouldn't need tread out in the farm, you wouldn't think. Now this tractor we're looking at now, it's got 2 tires on each side. Boy, yeah. Yep, this is a white brand Field Boss 2-105. And it also has a weight on the front end. And I'm pretty sure this is a combine. Looks like they got some newer boards on the front of the combine. Yeah. These machines are really massive when you look at them up close. They really are. Okay. Yeah, most of these are International Harvesters, but there's John Deere, and I saw an Oliver too here a while back. Now here's an Oliver, and it's got these, I'm gonna call them buckets. Oh, they're planters, I'm sorry, they're planters. Allis-Chalmers planters, but the tractor's an Oliver. Let me see if I can lift up the lid. Ooh, no, maybe better not. Okay, planters. That obviously means that there's some kind of seed in those, and as you're going along, it plants the seeds. Now here's 2 bigger bins up here. Now all this attachment back here is Allis-Chalmers, but the tractor, like I said, it is a Oliver. And it looks like we got some new, that looks fairly new part right there. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we're just waiting for some of the demonstrations to start up. Actually, the one is straight up 9 o'clock, but I don't believe it's going as of yet. This has a blade at the bottom. Boy, those are loud. Oh. Okay. got a big old cobweb on it. Huh. Wouldn't that be fun to sit on all day long? No cushion or anything on it. Oh, that'd be painful. There's the gears for the operation of the tractor. And let's just go on down. We'll get over there. Well, you know what? We're this close. Maybe we'll go ahead and go on over here for right now. I don't see the stripped down oh gosh, what, I can't think of the name of the car. It was a luxury car at one time. Oh, it's over here. It's over here, I think. Hold on here just a second. I say normally they're here every year. A bulldozer, well, a Caterpillar. Yeah. Here's a little one. Oh no, that's not the same thing. I was mistaken. Little Olive Chalmers. They've got that hooked up for rides with the old car seats. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Massey Harris, and they've got that all fixed up to give rides on. There's the car seats in the back of it. Looks like they got a new radiator mounted to it. I'm assuming this is for hauling the platform. This has a big bucket in the front. Looks like they might have the planters in the back too. I think I learned something today, and I should have known that. There's none of those bare metal seats. Oh gosh, that would not be comfortable. And then here's a little one, another little tractor. This is actually Ford tractor, little one. Oh boy, look at this thing over here. I'm going to show you. It's actually got like a forklift mechanism. And wow, this thing is huge. I don't recall seeing this out here before. Wow, ooh, sun. Oh yeah, that looks like just a gigantic forklift, but I imagine it does other functions than that. Yeah, I hear that. Looks like a ladder to get to the cab. Gosh, that thing's got to be 20 feet tall. Wow, let's try to walk around here to the front. Boy, wowee. Yeah. Alrighty then. This has Firestone tires on it, and here's a hand belt. If I'm not mistaken, this tractor has 2 engines. It's here every year. Yeah, this actually has carpet around the instrument panel there, and it's got lined on the sides there. It's got carpet everywhere. Look, check that out. Huh. I don't think I ever looked at the inside before. Okay, nice cushioned seat there. They got speakers. Well, they evidently got a radio in here to listen to while they're doing whatever they're doing. And these are Firestone tires, or this one is anyway. I think they're all Firestone. There's the one engine. And then here's another engine. This is a Moline, Minneapolis Moline engine. Yeah. This is actually a Moline front GB pack G or 6705, 1958 to 1965, put together 1966. Okay, all right. Here's another angle of the carpeted interior, and they've got air conditioning. There's a unit right there. Let's see if I can get that air conditioning unit and radio stereo. Boy, now I tell you what, now they're living now. Can you imagine being out on a really hot day and you got your air conditioning going, your radio going? Wow, all the comforts. Now all that over there, that's where some of the demonstrations are going to be taking place. Guess we can meander over there. We're in no hurry this morning whatsoever. Grass is a little dewy this morning. I was actually thinking about mowing Sunday morning or Monday morning, but I don't like to mow in wet grass. I mean, it's not horrifically wet, but it's just kind of difficult when you get all that grass up under your mowing deck. It gets all jammed up and it's extremely hard to do. I've had to stop what I'm doing, go around back and turn on the hose and clean all that out under the deck, only to mow for 5 minutes and have to do it all over again. Because once that under that deck gets clogged up, it's not gonna, the blades can't turn. So I did that once, probably about a month ago, and it was a nightmare mess. Now that big steam engine we saw, I'm going to show you what's going to be hooked up to, and I don't know if it's going to be today or not. I'll have to look again at the schedule, but I usually watch this every year, and it is really cool to watch. If you look back on my channel, you can see the previous Kano shows that I've done, and you can watch this steam engine in operation. And this is the machine they hook it to. They'll put the hay on this end, and when it goes through, it spits out the part they don't want, and then down here it will eject out, or maybe no, I'm sorry, it's the other way around. This ejects out what they don't want, and then this trailer over here, that's where the good stuff is. The grain, the kernels will all go in there. Yeah, I had it backwards, sorry. But to get this all working, all these belts running, and it's really something to watch. Watching that old steam engine all cranked up, that is just so cool to watch. Look it up. I just watched it, did all this last year. Just go back to last August and it'll be there. Okay, well, let's go back around over here. We got the whole front end to do. Yeah, we haven't even done that yet. So while we're here, let's go look at these tractors here in the front. And I may take a break in a minute and get a drink of water and sit down for a minute, and we'll continue on. Boy, I mean, I'm glad of the such a pretty day, but Boy, it'd be nice if they'd have this anytime but August. Well, not anytime, maybe in the fall, you know, when it's not so hot. But it's always been the third week of August. Now, next month, oh, they got their cones set up. They're getting ready for demonstration. These don't always run on time, but you know what? It's okay, because they usually get to it. Now, last year, there were two events that never showed up all weekend. The log splitting wasn't here, and there was another one that wasn't here last year. So I don't know. Hopefully they'll have at least a couple of demonstrations going on this year. It's just really kind of you just really never know. Boy, I feel all that wet grass. Got my tennis shoes kind of moist, let's say. Yeah. Okay. We got three. Boy, these are little tractors up here. Well, look at these. Yep. These two are kind of a pinkish, maybe a light orange, faded orange, let's say, maybe. Okay. Now these might all be Allis-Chalmers. Maybe not. No trespassing. In other words, don't get up there and try to sit down. I imagine people in the past have tried to climb up on some of these and sat down. This looks like it's been freshly painted, and it's got looks like a fairly new seat. That white seat up there. I don't blame them. That would involve a lot of work. Look, everything's been painted all nice and shiny. And there's the weights again. Yeah, this looks pretty fresh. They're out of Sumner, Oklahoma. I can still smell the paint. Yeah, this is very fresh. All new oil filters, fuel filter. Oh yeah, this thing is beautiful. They went to a lot of work. These tires even look brand new. I'd hate to think what would just one of those tires cost nowadays. It would not be cheap by any stretch of the means or imagination. Yeah, I bet you this has not been done very long. It looks all brand new, just right off the showroom floor, so to speak. You know, not that these are on the showroom floor, but you know what I mean. Yeah, even the wheels have been painted. Yeah, nice. Chrome. Now these look like the wheels have been freshly painted. Those look like new tires too. But I guarantee you that one right there probably will not be used. Actually used, rather. I don't know, it could be. Now this, I'm thinking this is propane. Yeah, these are all Allis-Chalmers here. Of course, different years and all that, but here's Allis-Chalmers AC 7060. Quite a long row here. Let me see, was it yesterday? We saw one on a trailer in Ark City. One of these older tractors getting ready to head this way. Oh, here's a wheel with the spikes on it instead of the tread. And I'm assuming that's to cut grass with, maybe, or something like that at any rate. Yep. There's a whole hard metal. I'm sorry, but I'd have to have a cushion of some sort. That would be painful after a while, you would think. Don't know. I never rode on one, drove one, but you'd think it would be painful after a while. And here's the, and it's got maybe for digging up the soil, getting it ready to plant, something I would assume. And here's the disc, maybe to make the rows. I am not a farm expert by any stretch of the means. Just kind of figuring it out as I go along. Not that that's going to be correct by any means. Okay. And there's more down on this row. There's a little Allis-Chalmers. Now this is rather unique. This is something I've never seen before. Check this out. I've never seen anything like that before. And it's got the dual tires. Wow, I have no idea what those are. Okay. And then this looks like it might have had a wheel or something on it right there. But there again, I don't really know. Okay, let's walk on down, and then I'm gonna have to stop and take a break here for just a minute. Here's the Allis-Chalmers. Now this is really unique. This is another one I don't think I've ever seen one like this before. That is different. Allis-Chalmers 10-18, 1919. It's a 1919. Well, that would make sense. I mean, with the way that's built. Yeah, okay. This was a 1937 Allis-Chalmers. This tractor is right here. And here's a 1949 tractor. Looks like it's been freshly painted. And it's got the real nice cushion. Now see, that's what I'd have to have. I'm sorry, I just would. Even if I was 30 years younger. Yeah. Now this is 1947, and then here, this is 1948. Well, look at the difference between 1 year. This is much bigger. It's got the hard metal seat again. There's only 1 year difference, and boy howdy, it's quite a bit larger than the one from the previous year. Okay, well, let's go around the side of the building, and then I'm gonna take a break for a minute. But like I said, we've got all day, so I'm not really in that big of a hurry. But I don't really want to miss these demonstrations if I can help it. Oh, that's one I was going to look at. Looks like he's taken off with it. That's okay. That's a bright red. Looks like freshly painted McCormick Standard. Nice looking. Okay, we got so much more to look at. So, we will be back with you here just momentarily. Okay, we're going to watch them drive this steam engine to where they're going to be doing the baling here. I think it's supposed to be 11 o'clock today. It is about 9:45 right now. Took a break. So now we're going to resume in the festivities. Let me kind of walk out here a little bit. I'm literally walking right beside the steam engine. See, I did this last year. But last year they drove this almost all through the fairgrounds, and it was quite a walk. I'm not gonna lie. But I don't know where they're going. They may be just going over here. I think they're getting they got the hay set up there already. So I'll have to look again, unless they've changed the time of it. Like I said, I think it starts at about 11 o'clock, but none of these times are necessarily accurate. So it's kind of tricky. You kind of got to learn to be, I mean, get around so you can see the different events. But this is one main event I like. I think they're going straight over to where they're going to be going, well, where they are going to be doing the hay baling event. Boy, I heard them. They blew the whistle, and I thought, they're getting ready to do something. So we're going to have to go see what's going on. I'm glad I did, or I would have missed this. And I really didn't want to miss this. I remember them doing this last year. They got it put in just the right spot, and then they blocked the tires, or the tires. They blocked the wheels so that it won't roll on them when they got this thing going in full gear. Now they're getting ready to put the belt on, and that's what powers the hay threshing. It's that machine right down there. They hooked on the belt, and then the steam engine powers that. See, they're putting it on the upper wheel right now. Then they got to get it snug, and then when they get it all set up, when they start up the engine, it'll go to full speed, and then you'll watch the next all this down here in operation. So that's what they're doing right now. Let me look again. I thought it said 11 o'clock. Oh, we'll see here. Yeah, hay baling demo is at 11 according to the schedule. But they could do it it don't have to be necessarily 11. I think they was pretty much on time last year, but see how they put that belt on? And then they have to make sure that it's snug. I have to be very, very careful because that is a very powerful machine, and that man holding on to that belt, that is, you'll notice he's got gloves on, wearing gloves. Now, last year they had to try this 5 or 6 times before they finally got it. Now see, now they got the belt about where it should be. Now they're going to block up the wheels. So when they get this thing going, that's going to take off if they don't block those wheels. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Now last year, like I said, they had a heck of a time with this last year, getting that adjusted just right. See, now see, that's how it's going to look when they do the they're starting now because it could take them an hour to get this all set up or more. It just depends. Hopefully they won't have as much time, or harder time rather, as they did last year. But yeah, now I think they're gonna move it up or back a little bit, maybe. Not sure. People are actually starting to meander over to watch them get this set up. They should have that belt right in the middle of that wheel. Oh, see, it slid off. See, that's the trouble they was having last year. That they got to position that belt just right on that wheel or it'll slide off. So that's what they're doing now. And they do have bleachers. They got one set. And I don't think I'm going to do that because I like to walk around and watch it as it's running. But yeah, that's what they're there for. But I never do that. I like to walk up and down and watch it. When this thing's going full blast, it is so cool to watch. It really is. But yeah, all they're doing right now is just getting it set up and getting it ready. So I don't know, we might hang around here just in case. They started early, I don't know. Like I said, just kind of a gamble. It says 11, but that doesn't mean anything. It could be 12. I hope not, but you just never know when they're going to start up, whether they're ready enough to get this running. Looks like it's pretty much in the middle of the wheel. That's where it needs to be. Now they may start it up again and see if they got that positioned where it should be. There are several belts and pulleys that actually make this machine, this threshing machine down here, work. There's the main belt, and then there's 2 other belts right over here. And then up here, there's some chain driven pulleys or gears as well. But yeah, that's what makes this all go, is a steam engine down here. Uh-oh, he's got that right on the edge of that wheel. And that's not good. They'll fall right back off. It's a trick to get it in just the right spot to get everything in the right position. That belt looks a little worn. But they probably use the same belt every year, but it's a little frayed.
I'm just gonna stay right here.
Well, look at the steam and the heat pouring off of that. I don't know if it's coming out on video or not, but it is extremely, oh gosh, I don't even want to think how hot that is right now. But yeah, that's what they're, uh-oh, there it goes. I knew it. Once they get that positioned, it should run okay, but that's a trick now. I've been watching them now for several years do this. Hey, they got to get it just right. Now see, they're turning their front wheels, and that may be so that just to prevent it from going anywhere. They do have the back wheels blocked.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Well, here we go again. Maybe we'll get it going. Once they get set, they should be good to go. Because he's kicking that block. Every time that wheel moves, he pushes that block up under that wheel. See, so it'll, oh boy. Oh wow, there they go. Oops. Oh yeah, you get a hand under there, be gone. That hand would be gone. And of course there's the hay. And they'll take big pitchforks and they'll just throw that hay in that machine and it'll sift out the seed. That's what it does, pretty much in a nutshell. That's what it does. I think the same people do this every year. It takes a lot of training and a lot of experience. But this machine is nothing to mess around with at all. Unless you know what you're doing. Okay, so let's see what they're doing down here. This usually has a pretty good crowd, usually. Now it is Friday, of course, so it won't be as big tomorrow. It'll be a lot busier here at the fairgrounds. But yeah, what I do is I just usually walk up and down. They got the fence there, of course, but that's usually what I do. Of course, they've already got they got one little set of the bleachers. They need to have several, like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6. But they only set out one. That's city for you. Oh well. Whoa, that is so loud. Okay, here we go. Wow, check that out. Yeah, that's what it'll look like when they get it going, for real. That's what it'll look like. Well, there's some place on that belt that don't look very good. Looks like that's been, yeah, I don't know. they more than likely use the same belt year after year.
And
They might have it set up where they want it. And the belt looks like it's in the middle of that upper wheel. Looks pretty good. I don't know if they're going to start now or wait till 11. It's just now 10 o'clock, so I don't know. You never know what they're going to do. They may go and do one right now. That's what I mean. See, if I would have went by the schedule, I would have missed it. But I don't know what they're going to do yet. Well, I think they're getting ready to do it right now. Of course, I could be wrong, but no, they're getting up there. They're getting ready to get started. Oh, cool. All right, how cool is this? Yeah, they're getting ready to start this up. Well, okay. Well, it's a good thing I got over here, because it looks like they're going to get started. Now, in the years past, they've always had 3 or 4 people over here.
help pitch.
Yeah,
You're doing that because that's the one job.
they're asking for volunteers. See, normally they have 3 or 4 people up there, what they call pitching. Now, see, there's another one that might volunteer. Yeah, see, I think they're getting ready to get started. That's okay. That's fine with me. I know one year they had like 3 of them up there pitching in the hay. But that's what they're getting ready to do. This probably would have been early 1900s. Maybe late 1800s. Would have been the year they would have used this particular setup. Oh no, oh my gosh. Okay. We need to have kids up there doing that. Especially given how hot it is. Even now at 10 o'clock in the morning, it's pretty warm out. And so, I mean, like I said, in the past years I've seen 3 or 4 people up there pitching in the hay. But I don't know what they're going to do as of this morning. I guess we'll find out. I know the one young man up there is getting ready. I guess we'll find out here in a few minutes. Oh wow. Yeah, they're. Oh, boy, that's not. Oh.
So we're going to have to, and you've got to drink. We don't care about anything else except
That one
no water.
gentleman up there is pretty elderly to be doing this.
So that's a bad thing. Okay, no water. Engineer does his job.
But it acts like he's going to help pitch in the hay. I think that's all they've got this morning. I've seen, like I said, 3 or 4 people up there doing it. Okay, that's a warning sign. That means they're getting started. There we go. Now we're going to get started. Here we go. Here it goes. Maybe. Oh, no, belt fell off. The belt fell off. See, that's what happened last year. They couldn't keep that belt on. They're ready to go. But they're having a hard time keeping that belt on. Yep, exactly what happened last year. They can't keep that belt on. Now, see, they gotta reposition the tractor with the steam engine so they can put the belt back on. That's what they're doing right now. They're putting the belt back on. If they could leave that, if that belt was down, they'd have it made. That's the problem right now. They got to turn that wheel by hand and get that belt back on. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. Okay, I think we're gonna stop for a minute, wait till they get started again. When they get started again, we'll be back. Okay, now we may be getting cranked up. I guess we'll find out. Or not. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Now, it looks like the wheels couldn't center. Maybe that was just a practice run because this is not supposed to start till 11. So that was just a practice run. And if so, we'll hang around. But yeah, that may have just been a practice run to make sure it's okay. Loose. The belt looked a little loose to me, but there again, I am not by any means an expert on any of this, but it did look kind of loose. So, but this isn't supposed to start till 11, so we'll see. I think I'm gonna turn this off for now, and then we'll get back here in just a minute when they're ready to go. Well, I thought maybe it's going to start back up, but I guess not. Huh. Okay, well. Here they go again. Well, I don't know. They're not going. That smoke coming out of that smokestack. Wow. Okay. That must be it for right now. They're gonna pay for another show. I don't know if they're gonna do another one at 11 or what. But now I gotta take a break and change up my battery and wipe my camera off. It's dirty. So I'm gonna do that, sit down for a minute, take a break, and then we'll be getting back with you. I don't know if they're gonna do this again at 11 or not, but I gotta clean my camera off now. It's dirty. And take a break, and I'm out of battery, so I'm gonna just stop for a minute, take a break, and get some stuff done, and we'll be back with you in just a little bit. Okay guys, took a little break, got me some more water. I lucked out there. Last year they were giving Gatorade away. Now I saw the best tasting stuff, but it's cold and it's wet. Well, they're not doing that this year. They're selling it for $1 a bottle. Boy, there's all kinds of emergency equipment going out here out east of Winfield, right by the fairgrounds. Looks like an ambulance, a sheriff deputy, another ambulance. Wow. I mean, red light siren, they're going somewhere. I don't know where they're going. But at any rate, I walked over to this other pavilion over here across the grandstands, and they've got a water faucet thing, a water cooler, and I just filled my jug up and it sprayed out enough to where I could fill my water bottle up. So that's pretty cool. Okay, I am on the kind of the far end. I thought I'd go by and see what these people have to sell. They've got all kind of vendors down in here. They sell a little bit of everything. It's mainly supplies. We're gonna kind of just look around here and see what they've got. Yeah. Yeah, just a little bit of everything. Well, let's walk on down here and see what else we can see. It's a regular beehive of activity. A lot of tractors out giving kids rides and that sort of thing. And I guess school in Winfield won't start until next week. See, Wichita, they started like a couple of days ago or something like that. I'm not sure. So we're going to walk down here, just look around. Yeah, I got me a whole other bottle of water now, and that's so important to drink plenty of fluids when you're out like this. I just looked and it's like 95 degrees heat index, and it's like 11 o'clock in the morning. So, oh, they're selling ice cream down there. I don't think I want any ice cream. But there's some more vendors down here, so let's just walk on down. That way we say we've seen from one end to the other here. And they're having the tractor rodeo this evening at 6, and I don't know, I don't think I'm going to stay for that. Now the tractor pull starts at 5 o'clock tomorrow evening, and I'd rather see the tractor pull anyway than the tractor rodeo. So but anyway, that's just yeah, I took a break and changed out my battery, got cooled off a little bit. There's some iron skillets. Boy, they're all $25 a piece. And they got a few CDs here.
$1 a piece.
$1 each, yeah. And they got a lantern.
CDs over here is $1 a piece.
Okay, thank you. All right. Looks like they got an. We actually had an antenna like this once, and it really didn't work very good. We got a several years ago. We got us another one, and it works really good. I mean, it's unless there's a bad storm, a lot of lightning. Other than that, it works really good. There's some jumper cables for $10. Looks like a, I don't know, I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, they got some canes, steering wheel, some wrenches, a Coors bucket, and some signs, tractor signs, clamp sets, and some CDs. Yeah. Oh, they got a lot of good CDs. Yeah. Yeah. Some maps. Just a little bit of everything. Down here at the Winfield Fairgrounds, if you want to come down today and look around, they've got a lot of assortments of just all different kinds. There's some banks. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, these are cast iron too, I think. Yeah, really nice. And the knives, all assortment of knives. Yeah, it's a little warm, but it's nice out, and there's a lot of tractors, a lot of activity going on. I just got through watching the hay baling demonstration. That was really cool with the old steam engine. They're doing it again at 2:30. I don't know if I'm going to be here that late or not, because it's going to get really hot this afternoon. Well, yesterday it was, I think it topped out like 110 yesterday afternoon. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I love coming down here, but oh boy. I remember last year was really hot too. See, I got here about 8:30 this morning. It wasn't too bad. It's still not too bad right now. Now it will be later on. This afternoon it's going to get really hot, so I'll just kind of play it hour by hour. There's some axes if you need some axes. Yeah, all kinds of stuff for sale down here. Hammers,
Hammers here, yes.
anvils.
Handful of hammers.
Yeah. Oh, those are. Oh, they got handles too. I see that. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Yep.
Looks like little 6 longs each.
Okay.
Or 5. Whichever
Okay.
you want. 5 or 7, 2 of those.
If you need a handle for a hammer or something, they've got them. He's got them here.
Oh my.
Yeah. Yep.
All kinds of shapes and
Yeah, sure does.
a lot of variety.
Yep. 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 Really does.
Brand new.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they've got a little bit of everything down here. This is
Oh yeah.
like the second or third vendor.
Whole lot of stuff
Yeah. Really nice hammers. I think I'm pretty well.
here. I am too. I got too many hammers.
They got nuts and bolts and I mean just a little bit of everything.
Yep. Just a variety pack.
Those always come in handy.
Oh yeah, you might need 1 or 2 of them.
Oh, I hear you. I know it.
How about a dynamite box?
Oh, that's the old dynamite box, is it?
Yes, it is. 9 of 12.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
That's what these was. They were stacked up. Somebody's made cabinets out of them,
Uh-huh.
and they had wallpaper.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can see here. Well, yeah, you can see where the wallpaper was on there. Oh, you have to take a wet rag and wipe it off. But
Yeah.
let somebody else do that.
I don't know I think if I brought that home, I don't think the wife would be too happy with me.
Oh,
I know it's just a box, but you know.
put it up. 45. Put it up in the
Are you
garage.
familiar with
But
this?
yeah. Do what?
Are you familiar with this drill?
No.
This was made in the 1890s.
1890s.
Yeah. Each revolution, this goes down automatically.
Oh, it's like a hand. Yeah. Okay.
Here.
Okay.
Straight, it'll do it.
Boy, howdy. Wow.
Now, they
That's
didn't-
pretty cool.
They didn't have a computer to figure that out.
No, they did not.
No computer.
No, I'm not too fond of all this computerized stuff.
Big cheap notebook and a number 2 lead pencil.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah.
cheap notebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Lead pencil.
They don't make stuff like they do. They don't make stuff like they used to anymore.
But When I was a kid, we used to go with my uncle and just turn that thing for hours.
Yeah, turn it for hours.
There's people,
Yeah.
I remember when people out in the country didn't get electricity until in the 1960s.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, pretty cool. Some collector would really like that.
Had to have it real.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we're going to go on. Yeah, they've got quite the variety if you want to cut out this afternoon before it gets real hot. Of course, these folks are in the shade. It's not too bad, actually. Even right now, there's a bit of a breeze. Not too bad. Yeah, we're kind of working our way back to the main area. Looks like they're getting ready to make some ice cream. They're washing it all up, so I imagine they're getting started. But there's just table after table after table of items for sale down here at the fairgrounds. There's a couple of big tires, tractor type tires. Boy, those things are huge. I always like watching these, hearing these run. Yeah, pretty cool. Well, I'm trying to remember where I left off at, but it don't really matter too much. I'll be down here tomorrow too, so pretty busy for Friday, but tomorrow it's going to be even busier. It's going to be a lot busier tomorrow. But that's okay, you know, I like to see people get out and get around and enjoy themselves. Yep. More John Deere tractors. That's a large tractor. I think we've already been down this row. I think we're going to go down one. Yeah, here's that Case tractor with Eagle sitting on top of the globe, looks like. Pretty cool. Yep. Well, let's work our way down this way. Oh, they've even got a couple big semi-tractors down here. Here's a 1950 John Deere. Looks like it's been freshly painted. Yeah. And here's a Cub Cadet. Oh, that's kind of neat. Got a little place to sit. Back there, red, white, and blue little trailer. That's pretty cool. And then here's a McCormick Deering 1937 McCormick Deering Farmall. What I'm trying to get out. And walk around over here just a little bit.
Break it.
Oh yeah. Break the camera.
You take it for somebody or?
Oh, I just do YouTube videos.
It's just you, huh?
Yep.
Good. Good. Well, that's mine.
Oh, that's sharp looking.
You're up on that right.
I like that. I like.
Just as old as I am. I'd like to have $1 for every hour I sit on the seat.
I bet so. I like that.
From
That's
1950 to we farmed with it until 78.
really cool. That's sharp looking.
We
I like
all
that.
had, well, my two brothers, my dad, we all had one each.
Yeah.
This one here was as far as pulling power, it was the best of any of them. Don't know
Cool.
why.
Cool. That's nice looking. I
But-
like that.
Our neighbor, I'll show you. Our neighbor had it and he let it freeze up and bust
Oh no.
all along there and down there. My dad drilled and tapped.
Really?
That's how he fixed it.
Oh wow.
See, it seeps a little bit today,
Yeah, not bad though.
but it busted. Well, you can see it all along the bottom there.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
I see
There's
that.
a crack up there.
I see that. Yeah, that's too bad. But at least you got it.
It was a good
got it
old
fixed.
tractor.
Yeah.
Oh, it was.
I like these older tractors.
We had, think about back in the 50s, we had 3 of them and 3 5-foot Alice combines, taking off 15 feet. Oh man, we were.
You were going, huh?
Oh, talk about big time.
I bet.
Down today, 140 footer.
I bet.
Where you from? Here?
Yeah, from Winfield, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. That is really nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Boy.
Restored it in '92, so
Yeah. Boy, got all painted up. Looks real nice.
92. I redone.
Oh, really? 92?
92, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah. Looks like brand new. Yeah.
Well, we parked it in the shed at 78.
Oh, really? Yeah.
My dad passed away in 79.
Yeah.
So we kind of quit using it. Yeah. Well, I'm going to take it for a ride.
Okay. All right. Where are we at here? Okay. Let's go down this way here a little bit. Real nice gentleman. Just tell me history about the tractor a little bit. The little Cub Cadet tractors. That's the International Harvester. But these two are Cub Cadets. Spirit of 76, it's all red, white, and blue. And all the Chalmers. The Cub International Cadet. Bush Hog. Right there. Boy, it's nice in the shade. Here's a Ford. And here's two McCormick Farmall International Harvesters. It looks like this one was hand drawn, but they did a really good job. They did a good job. Looks nice. I might go across the way over here and see what's going on over here. We got two. One's a Peterbilt and one's an International, and they've just got parts and such for their tractors. Parts, you know, oil and that sort of thing. Yeah, that was a nice looking Peterbilt back there. Really nice looking. Okay, well, we'll go back over here and look at some more tractors. Tractors, tractors, and more tractors. These here are all McCormick Farmall. There's a mower right there. Well, that'd be a nice little mower to have. Little Cub Cadet mower. Here's a Minneapolis Moline. 1943. Yeah, okay. And this looks like it'd be pretty cool, whatever it is. It's got nice tires, wheels on it, but it's all covered up. And here's a row, I think this Oliver here, a row crop 77. And here's another one, Oliver, over here. That's got a padded seat on it. A chrome exhaust pipe. Yeah, we're just gonna walk down this long row of tractors. And again, that's an Oliver. We'll go over and look at these here just real quick. Here's a John Deere 435 diesel, 1960. Another John Deere, an old, I don't see no year on it. And here's another larger John Deere. This is a 1961 John Deere. Here's one of the pedal cars. Those are very rare anymore to have. This is a 1949 tractor here. Oh, cool. Okay. Let's make our way back over now. Kind of going to go both sides of the road here. Well, don't feel bad in the shade. Here's a 1936 John Deere A, 36A. A lot of tractors. Here's a 1947 John Deere. Yep. Oh, look at this. Oh, wow, look at this. Now that looks fresh. Freshly painted, I bet you. Boy, look at that. That is beautiful. Look at that. Looks like it's got new tires on it. Look at that. Beautiful. Wow. That is one gorgeous tractor. Look at that. Wow, that's pretty. John Deere diesel pulling a highly decorated wagon here. Well, look at the wheels. Tires, wheels they got on that. Big American flag. Wow, this is all decked out. I like this. Yep. Alice Chalmers. And more John Deeres. This is a 1943 John Deere. And this is a 1936 John Deere. And here's a 1937 John Deere tractor. And here's a loving memory of Grandpa Brookings. Okay. Boy. Larger John Deere. And this is a 1954. This is a 3010 diesel John Deere, and it is a 1961. All right. You know, I'm still waiting on one of these events to get started, and I don't know. I think I've pretty much been all around it, all the tractors, but I was kind of wanting to wait on the demonstrations. There should be at least two. Oh, we got a couple of Army Jeeps over here. I think those were here last year. We'll go over and take a look. Boy, that's a lot different than what I used to drive. It'd be kind of cool to have one of these though. You know, they're rugged. Boy, they are rugged. You just tell by looking at them. Yeah. Yeah, these are way newer than the ones I used to drive. Shaped just a little bit differently than what I used to drive way back then. Well, these things are pretty good size now. They really are. Here's an old Firebird. Boy, that's nice in shape. That's really nice. Okay, well. Oh. Okay. I'm going to go check out and see if they're going to do any more demonstrations today. Another large tractor with a forklift on it. I think they've already got started on their weather demonstrations. We'll have to go over there and take a look at it. Oh, they're doing that by hand. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're just scooping. Oh, that's just sand. Okay, never mind. Okay, that's not what I was wanting to find. Wow. Really nice. Well, I think I might have missed out on this one demonstration. I don't know if they're going to do any more today or not. They're bright orange Allis-Chalmers over there. Yeah, doggone it, I missed out on that. Well, maybe I'll catch it tomorrow. I don't know when they're going to do the next one at. I don't know when they're going to do it, the next demonstration, rather, on that. Yep. Well, what I might do tomorrow is just concentrate on the demonstrations, mainly. I did get the wheat thrashing. Now that I did get. Yeah, I think I've pretty much been through it all here today. Yeah. Oh, got it. I don't know if we're going to do another one of those today or not. It'll probably be later on this afternoon if they do. And I don't know if I'm going to stay that late. I'll go over here and ask them when they're going to start a look. Here's an old truck. I think I seen this last year. Yeah. Well, the old Packard one here today. The old stripped down Packard. It's usually here every year. This cool old truck. Yep. Okay, well, I think it's time for another break. And I'll try to find out if they're going to have another demonstration over here or not. Yeah, cool old truck. I like that. Okay. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to take some pictures and I think I'm going to call it a day. I only missed 2 of the demonstrations. And they're going to be having those demonstrations at night, approximately 9 o'clock in the morning. I walked all the way around from one end to the other and pretty much done it all. The next demonstrations aren't till 2:30 this afternoon, and by that time it'll probably be 107 or 110 degrees out. It's not even noon and it's already 103 degrees out. So, I think with that said, I'm going to call it a day. Take some pictures and call it a day. I'm glad you were able to come along and join me today. Enjoy that when I get this all uploaded and on YouTube, you can enjoy this in the comfort and air conditioning of your home. Just like I will. But at any rate, remember to go out and explore your world. Be safe. Be aware of your surroundings. And just have fun. That's like with me today. I know that I've about done all I can do today because of the heat. Now, if it wasn't for the heat, I'd been out here probably till this evening. I just can't do it, and I'm not going to push it. You know, you got to know your limitations, I guess, in other words. So, again, thank you for joining me, and I will be back about 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, before that, I'm going to try to watch the flag raising ceremony, and then we'll watch those 2 demonstrations, and I'll probably hang around for a little while, probably till about this time tomorrow, probably about almost noon, and then I'll probably go again, because I think it's supposed to be hotter tomorrow than it is today. So, we will see you in the morning. Try to stay cool, be safe, and if it's the heat where you live like we are, just don't do too much if you can help it. Try to stay cool and drink plenty of fluids. And we will see you in the morning. So bye for now.